We are eating good this year because ever since the announcement of a Backrooms movie, we've gotten adaptations like Iron Lung, Exit 8, and The Mortuary Assistant. With the Backrooms next, I could tell this movie might do better than all three of them. Being around for as long as I can remember, we're going to be fed by nostalgia in the upcoming months. Now all we have to do is hold on till May, and soon enough, on May 29th, we'll all be in our theater seats and watching the Backrooms up on the big screen. Before we begin, let's play a game. Whatever percentage your phone battery is at right now is your Backrooms level, and tell me in the comments what level you got if you like. It's notable to mention that there are 4 parts to this video, which is an expectation of Kane Pixels' universe in the Backrooms, the cast, the synopsis or story analysis, as well as some leaks I uncovered online. Here are the timestamps where you can go skip to those parts if you'd like. Directed by Kane Pixels at the premature age of 19, this movie, and by the grace of the God, is being produced by A24. So it's safe to say this movie is in good hands. Releasing on May 29th this year, we can expect to see another trailer by assumption later this month. But for those who don't know, how can we make sense of Kane's version of the Backrooms? You see, he uses his own logic aside from what's already in the wiki, meaning there won't be certain creatures like smilers or skinwalkers, but that could still be changed. His version has to do with the government opening a portal into the Backrooms, but they didn't create it. I've seen people worry about there being creatures, but Kane only has 2 confirmed so far. And the original Backrooms has creatures anyway, which shows they're ignorant for caring so much about something they clearly don't know about. I'd rather not the whole movie be its own Blair Witch project and hide the supernatural aspects from the viewers, while having to suffer watching it all from a poorly done VHS. He's done it enough on his own channel, and many others have themselves, so it's not like I expect that anyway. I'd also like to point out that Kane's version doesn't have levels, and instead they're like Minecraft biomes. And those are my words, I meant. It's notable to mention that Kane will likely be composing the music for the film. He also has a second channel called Not Kane Pixels, which has a lot of recent uploads. It might have a chance of being in the movie. One thing I look forward to the most in any movie is the cast, and what makes me especially glad is that it isn't mainstream, because a movie like this doesn't need a big star. I both respect and love that Kane did this because it's beneficial for the actors and the immersiveness they're going for in this movie, which I expect him to be aiming toward. The story that's already been given for this movie is that a therapist enters the Backrooms intentionally after her patient disappears. It also sounds like we could hear the two talking in the teaser.
I found something.
What did you find?
Found a place.
It's theorized that these two could be, and correct me if I'm wrong, Shibutel Ejiofor, the patient, and Renete Reinsev, the therapist. Both are main characters. It's also speculated that a Patrick Bateman is in this cast. And before you say anything, not the type of psycho you're thinking. I actually haven't seen this guy around anywhere. Also, Robert Bobrachki, who is 7 feet tall, 7'7" precisely, will have a role. But that's just theorized. And if he's going to play anything, we can all assume that's the entity, aka the life form. Am I right? Time will tell. But this isn't the only role he's taken, because he was recently in the 2024 movie Alien, also playing a villain. The first synopsis of this movie, which is on the A24 website, states, "A strange doorway appears in the basement of a furniture showroom." Allow me to read a comment I stumbled upon that explains this really well. That doorway appearing is actually to show how the Backrooms is generating. The man in the trailer was also explaining it. The Backrooms keeps expanding like our universe, creating new rooms. But these rooms are actually places from the real world. The Backrooms tries to replicate real places. But as the time goes on, as Backrooms generating rooms over and over again, the Backrooms start to remember things wrongly. The rooms start to get weirder in the trailer because the Backrooms doesn't remember it correctly. Like, this table is here, the wall is here, I think? So it just keeps getting more different until it starts creating randomly segmented walls, as like how people originally know the Backrooms. The doorway was also a result of the Backrooms forgetting the original design of the rooms. I really like it that they went with this kind of idea. It's really sick. It's like a human brain. Another one I found gives a great example as well. The trailer scrolling down over and over regenerated the first room differently each time. It's to show the Backrooms generates. In the trailer, the more it remembers, the less it does. It's like tracing a drawing 1,000 times. By the end, it'll look really different unless you're really skilled at drawing perfect lines. Another example is where when the Backrooms regenerates the rooms, it doesn't remember everything. It's like the Backrooms forgets where the chair is or how big it is, so it places the chair randomly. Then the next room generated is remembered by the wrongly generated room, until you just end up in these endless yellow halls created by the Backrooms forgetting memories. I'm sure you won't forget it now, so I'll stop right there. To my surprise, there weren't many leaks when I was searching for them, but I came across 3, so I'm giving you a warning right here and right now. If you don't want to be spoiled, beware. I'll give you 3 seconds. The first leak I discovered was taken outside of an office building, with a man in a work uniform standing in a parking lot, surrounded by cars that were made in the 80s to the 90s. This further supports how the timeline and Kane's are connected, because they both come around from that period. This next leak is of a neighborhood with blue screens and floating lights, which we could argue are to light up the scene enough to get faraway shots, which doesn't seem too unexpected for a movie that's trying to give you an empty feeling, but I don't believe that that's the case. Let's first go and find out what this place is exactly. During the Backrooms Pitfall video, my personal favorite by Kane, we see a red neighborhood which takes place during the night. And I don't know about you, but I can see a lot of similarities between the two. By the way, they're never stated as levels, as I was saying they're more so biomes. And insider info also mentioned that they could hear screaming and loud noises, and people were told around the set that this will happen, meaning danger. It also implies a chase scene is likely. As for what I think those balls of lights are, I think they're worms. As weird as it sounds, I have to come up with at least one bogus theory for every video I make, so spare me here. I almost wish that I'm wrong in that one. The last leak I found is of a place you may recognize. Remember the pool rooms? You see, we see a place of it, but not quite like it. I don't know how people are going to react once this is revealed, but I'd expect some to be mad. And I'm not yet going to jump to conclusions because this one could be false, as it's the only one I'm not sure of. Because in the background I hear younger teenagers sounding shriek and music playing, which makes me think this could be an actual pool. There's also one person you see the feet of at the top of the screen walking by. If there isn't a pool room like biome in this movie, I admit I'll be upset because that's my favorite part of the Backrooms and what's got me truly obsessed with it. It's a cool concept. And the song playing, Headlock, which is hilarious to think about because I just know there are going to be a million edits with that song in the Backrooms. I'm going to end off this section by giving a little background and saying that everything we saw in the teaser is created in Blender. I'm hoping that we'll get the same quality and look, which is perfect to me already on camera. With the Backrooms movie now 2 months away from us, there's still a lot more content coming our way before its release. I'll be giving my feedback on every other teaser or trailer we get, and be sure to update you all. Make sure to subscribe so you can remember me, and so that we can meet again someday. I hope to see you curious people again. Bye bye.